Hello, everyone, and a very warm welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to talk about your hobbies in English. Now, before we begin this lesson, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up if you find it useful. A very warm welcome to the new subscribers. Now, let us begin. What are your hobbies? Your hobbies are your interests. They are the things you like to do during your free time. From time to time, when you meet new people or when you make new friends, they may ask you a little bit about your hobbies. They may want to know a little bit about your interests, the sort of things you like to do during your free time, the things you enjoy during your free time. Now, if on the other hand, you're the person who wants to know about the hobbies of someone that you have just met, there are 4 questions that you could ask this person. So if you've met somebody new and you want to know more about their hobbies or their interests, then you could ask them. Number 1, what do you do for fun? What do you do for fun? Number 2, what are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? Number 3, what do you do during your free time? What do you do during your free time? Number 4, do you have any hobbies and interests? Do you have any hobbies and interests? So you could ask any of these 4 questions if you want to know more about somebody's hobbies or interests or the sort of things they like to do during their free time. Now, on the other hand, if someone asks you any of these 4 questions, what do you do for fun? What are your hobbies? What do you do during your free time? Do you have any hobbies and interests? Then you could answer by saying any of the following. Number 1, I enjoy playing basketball. I enjoy playing volleyball. I enjoy playing hockey. I enjoy playing badminton. I enjoy playing football. I enjoy playing tennis. I enjoy playing the guitar. So you could start off by saying, I enjoy playing, okay? And what you notice there is all those things are sports, okay? Basketball, volleyball, hockey, badminton, football, tennis, and then finally we have the guitar, which you normally play, okay? So you may start off, if you are a very sporty person, if you enjoy playing sports, then you could start off by saying that I enjoy playing basketball, volleyball, hockey, badminton, football, okay? Maybe you only play basketball, volleyball, and hockey. So you can say, I enjoy playing basketball, volleyball, and hockey, okay? I enjoy playing basketball, volleyball, and hockey. Or I enjoy playing basketball, badminton, and football, okay? Now, let us move on to number 2. What do you do for fun? I enjoy going to the theater. I enjoy going to the cinema. I enjoy going to the sports club. I enjoy going to the gym. I enjoy going to the market. I enjoy going to the local shopping mall. Okay? So you could also use any of these, but remember how you begin the sentence. I enjoy going to. Okay? So these are all places that we go to. Okay? So all these are places that you go to. You go to the theater. You go to the cinema. You go to the sports club. You go to the gym. You go to the market. You go to the local shopping center. Okay? So these are places that you go to. In the first answer, you talked about sports. Okay? So that's why you started off by saying, I enjoy playing, because they are sports and you play sports. And in the second answer, you're listing or you're naming things or places that you go to. Okay? You go to the theater, you go to the cinema, you go to the sports club, you go to the gym, you go to the market, you go to the local shopping center or local shopping mall. Okay? So remember, if you begin with I enjoy going to, remember to list places that you go to. So instead of saying local shopping mall, you could also say local shopping center. And local means it's a shopping mall or a shopping center that is within the area where you live. Okay? So it's very local to you. You don't have to drive very, very far away to go there. Maybe you can even walk there. Okay? So local shopping mall or local shopping center. Number 3. What do you do during your free time? Is a question. You could answer by saying, number 3, my hobbies are swimming, reading, chatting with friends, going to the theater, and shopping. Okay? Or if someone asks you, what are your hobbies? Then you can say, my hobbies are swimming, reading, chatting with friends, going to the theater, and shopping. Now, be very careful, because when you start with my hobbies are, then you have to make sure that you add ing to the end of the verb. Swimming, ing, reading, ing at the end, chatting, ing at the end, going, ing at the end, shopping, ing at the end. So when you begin with my hobbies are, then you have to remember to use the first verb form plus ing. Swim becomes swimming, read becomes reading, chat becomes chatting, go becomes going, and shop becomes shopping. Okay? Number 4. Someone asks you, what do you do during your free time? What do you do during your free time? You can answer that question by saying that. Number 4, during my free time, I like to watch television. During my free time, I like to watch television, meet up with my friends, and play football. Okay? During my free time, I like to watch television, meet up with my friends, and play football. Now, notice that when you begin the sentence with during my free time I like to, then you begin with the first verb form, watch, meet, play. So this time you do not add an ing. Instead, you begin with the original form of the verb or the first verb form, watch, meet, play. During my free time, I like to watch television, meet up with my friends, and play football. Okay? Number 5. Do you have any hobbies and interests? Do you have any hobbies and interests? Number 5. Sure. Okay, so you're saying sure to respond to question number 4. Do you have any hobbies and interests? Sure. Sure, I do have hobbies and interests. Okay. Sure, I like to go fishing, bowling, skiing, snowboarding, and hiking. Okay. I like to go. So you here, you are beginning the answer with I like to go. And then remember, after that, you have verbs which end with ing. Fishing, ing. Bowling, ing. Skiing, ing. Snowboarding, ing. Hiking, ing. Skating, you could also add there. Okay, so do you have any hobbies and interests? Sure, I like to go fishing, bowling, skiing, snowboarding, and hiking. Okay, so all those are verb forms that end with ing. Number 6. What do you do during your free time? What do you do during your free time? Number 6. I spent most of my free time baking, doing yoga, gardening, and socializing. I spend most of my free time baking, doing yoga, gardening, and socializing. So once more, you can begin the sentence with I spend most of my free time. Okay? If someone asks you, what do you do for fun? Or if someone asks you, what do you do during your free time? Okay? Then you can say, I spent most of my free time. And once more, if you choose to begin your answer with, I spent most of my free time, then you have to follow that up with verbs with an ing at the end. Bake becomes baking. Do becomes doing. Okay? Garden becomes gardening. Socialize becomes socializing. Okay? I spent most of my free time baking, doing yoga, gardening, and socializing. Okay? Now, what do you do for fun? Number 7, I'm a great fan. Okay? I'm a great fan of reading, traveling, meeting new people, and sewing. Okay? So once more, if you choose to begin your answer with I am a great fan of, then all the verbs after that have an ing ending. I'm a great fan of reading, traveling, meeting new people, and sewing. Okay? I'm a great fan of swimming, reading, chatting with friends, going to the theater, and shopping. Okay? I'm a great fan of fishing, bowling, skiing, snowboarding, and hiking. Okay? I'm a great fan of baking, doing yoga, gardening, and socializing. Okay? So, if you choose to begin with I'm a great fan of, do not forget to add ing to the end of the verb. Okay? Now, number 8. What do you do during your free time? What do you do during your free time? Number 8. Whenever I have some free time, I like to draw, paint, and make sculptures. Whenever I have some free time, I like to draw, paint, and make sculptures. Okay? Now, if you choose to begin with, whenever I have some free time, I like to, remember to describe your hobbies using the original form of the verb or the first form of the verb or the base form. Okay? Now, draw, paint, make. Okay? Whenever I have some free time, I like to draw, paint, and make sculptures. Okay? Whenever I have some free time, I like to play basketball, volleyball, hockey, badminton, football, tennis, and the guitar. Okay? Whenever I have some free time, I like to play basketball, volleyball, hockey, badminton, football, tennis, and the guitar. Okay? Remember to use and at the end of the last hobby. Okay? Whenever I have some free time, I like to draw, paint, and make sculptures. Okay? I spend most of my free time baking, doing yoga, gardening, and socializing. I like to go fishing, bowling, skiing, snowboarding, and hiking. So before you mention or you talk about your last hobby, okay, you list them, and then before you say the last one, you say the word and. During my free time, I like to watch television, meet up with my friends, and play football. Okay? My hobbies are swimming, reading, chatting with friends, going to the theater, and shopping. Okay? Now, number 9. What do you do for fun? What are your hobbies? What do you do during your free time? Do you have any hobbies and interests? Number 9. I like doing things with my hands, such as woodworking and furniture restoration. I like doing things with my hands, such as woodworking and furniture restoration. I like doing things with my hands, such as pottery, knitting, cooking. Okay, so if you like doing things with your hands, it means that you enjoy hobbies that have anything to do with you making things and breaking things and restoring things and creating things with your hands. Okay, you like practical things. You like to do things that involve having to use your fingers, your hands. Okay, so I like doing things with my hands, such as woodworking, furniture restoration, knitting, pottery, okay, gardening. Okay, those are things that involve using your hands. Okay, now, so what, as we come to the end of this lesson, what you notice is that when someone asks you about your hobbies and your interests, there are 4 different ways they could ask you. What do you do for fun? What do you do during your free time? What are your hobbies? Do you have any hobbies and interests? So those are the 4 different ways that someone could ask about your hobbies and interests. And to answer that question, you may choose to begin with any of these 9 phrases that we have seen. I enjoy playing. I enjoy going to. My hobbies are. During my free time, I like to go. I spend most of my free time. I'm a great fan of. Whenever I have some free time, I like doing things with my hands, such as, but then do not forget that depending on which expression, which phrase you use to begin with, make sure you use the correct form of the verb, because with some of the verbs you have to add ing, okay? And then with some of the verbs you have to write them in their original verb form. Like for example, number 3, my hobbies are swimming, reading, chatting, going, shopping. So you have to add ing to the original form of the verb. Swim, it becomes swimming. Read becomes reading. Chat becomes chatting. Go becomes going. And shop becomes shopping. But you also have some expressions that you can use to answer that question by starting, like for example, with number 4. During my free time, I like to. And then in that case, then all your verbs must be in the original form. Like for example, watch, meet, play. Okay? So be very, very careful with that. And then finally, when you're listing your hobbies, when you're listing the things that you like to do, do not forget to add and before you say the last hobby. For example, I spend most of my free time baking, doing yoga, gardening, and socializing, okay? I'm a great fan of reading, traveling, meeting new people, and sewing. Okay? And this brings me to the end of this lesson. Have you learned something new? Did you find this lesson informative? If you answered yes to both questions, then subscribe to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. And also share the video with your friends, with your family, and anybody else who needs it. Thank you very much and see you in my next lesson. Bye bye.